when you look at the fact that you finally got over that first round hurdle and then you sort of counter it with what happened this round, how do you frame this season as far as what you accomplished?
Well, we believe we had a team good enough to win the Stanley Cup, and we didn't do that. But, there's 8 teams left playing in the second round here. I think all 8 go into it with a belief that they could win the Stanley Cup, and 7 of them are going to be disappointed. We're one of those teams that's disappointed.
Mitch, how hard is it to process this one?
Yeah, obviously sucks. It's not how you want it to go, but yeah.
Yeah, it's real tough. I mean, just you look around the room, and obviously, every guy, battles for each other, works for each other, and this is as tight of a group that I've played on, in my 7 years, and I think we've played with some really great people, some really great teammates, and we've had some really tight groups. But it stings obviously to go out like that and not get an opportunity to get another crack at it with all these guys.
It's tough to describe in the moment, honestly, and you're disappointed, and you feel for your teammates, you feel for everybody involved in the loss, and it takes some time to get over these.
Yeah, it's tough. I think everyone's disappointed in how everything ended. I know for myself, I think this is a special group of players, so when you don't reach the goal that you're looking to get, it's definitely disappointing.
Austin, what did you see as the difference in this series?
I mean, obviously, we dug ourselves in a bit of a hole there, and I think it was all kind of just, stuff on us, just kind of shooting ourselves in the foot at times, and we obviously were in a tough position down 3-0, but I don't think there was a second that we doubted that. If you take it one game at a time and just come in and play, to the best of our ability, that we can climb our way back, and I don't think that belief ever wavered. Not even tonight, but obviously, I didn't get the job done.
Just play or two here or there. Some of that execution, and obviously 2 overtime games didn't go our way. Just capitalizing one more on one of our chances, and obviously could be in a different spot right now. But it's a tough one. Guys battled extremely hard. I think the belief never wavered, but obviously, just hard to believe it's over.
They were very opportunistic. When they got their chances, they were able to bury them, and when we got ours, we weren't always able to bury them. And I think if you look at how we played over the course of the series, there were moments where we were playing really well, and we felt like we could have won games or held on to leads, but we weren't able to do that, and that's obviously a key factor in the outcome of the series.
We had looks, I think like a lot of people said throughout the series, to score goals. We just didn't capitalize on it early enough, and came back to get us.
Obviously, for me, we lose the series in the first 3 games. Obviously, Game 4, I thought we played very well. Thought we played well enough to win the game today. But the first 3 games, we're in similar positions that we were in games 4 and 5, but didn't handle those situations well and didn't capitalize on our chances. So the margin for error is basically none because of our results in the first 3 games. So that's where you lose the series.
What do you remember about this group, John?
I think it was a great group, very close. We made tremendous additions. It made us a great hockey club, and a lot of good things this season, and put us in a good spot. Obviously, getting to the second round, but not where we wanted to end up. So, but a lot of positives. On a special group.
There's 31 teams that I think go home not exactly pleased with the way things worked out. Obviously, everybody goes into it with high expectations, high hopes, and we're definitely one of those teams. And I thought regardless of the result, I think you always learn and grow as people, as players, as teammates, and you get to experience lots of great things with each other. And so it's obviously easy to look at it, and it's very disappointing that our season's over right now. But I think when you look back on it, obviously you got to cherish the good moments that you had as well, because we're very blessed and very lucky to be doing what we're doing. And
There's a lot of stuff we went throughout the regular season, a lot of injuries that we went through, and to still be where we were and still put ourselves where we were. There's a lot of belief, and we knew that in this locker room. So, we didn't give up until the very end.
Looking at how to measure a team, I think results aren't don't tell the full story. I think this is a very special group of people, on and off the ice, and the way that we've come together with a lot of moving parts at the end of the season, and our ability to just battle and fight to the very end is pretty special.